Hello, space pilot Mr. Cool Guy here. Well, there's really nothing new to update you about on what's going on. We've had no developments. I know. You're expecting to hear about something new. What's going on? Well, at the moment, there isn't. Yep. Yep. So. I guess. What should I mention? Well, I don't know. Now, I guess real soon I will talk more about the processes of this ship. I'm sure you're dying to learn more. But don't worry, we'll get to that soon. Yes, I'm sure you're probably curious if your mission, my mission, was to find a new home for Earth 3 should Earth 3 have to evacuate. How come I'm the only one out here? You know, just because I'm the only one you see doesn't mean there weren't others. I mean, for all you know, they could have gone in different directions. I mean, there are areas we haven't explored, like I told you. So, you know, gotta send the scouting crew in different directions to go explore. You know. So we can find a viable home, which will most likely be called Earth 4, just cause. Yeah, pretty much probably gonna call it that, cause it's just easier to call it Earth 4 and lead time to get everyone settled in on the new home and everything, so yeah. If a name change were to occur, it would probably happen later once everything is settled and everything is back to normal. Right? But anyways, it's time for 10 more random facts you may or may not know. Starting with fact number 1. Long line. The Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, built across water in Louisiana, is so long that for 8 of its 24 miles, or 38 kilometers, you cannot see land in any direction. Dang. That is a long stretch of water. I mean, the ocean is a way longer stretch of water, but still. 24 miles. You can't see any bits of land, like getting stranded out in water that long or even longer. You can't find any land. Man, you'd be so hopeless, potentially. That's why when you go out sailing, you gotta go prepared. Gotta have the necessary things to ensure you don't get lost. For one. Right? And two, if for whatever reason you do get lost out in the water, right, you have a way to signal for help. Because being stranded is not fun, right? But it does give you a chance to think about the choices that led you to getting stranded. Well, anyways, on to fact number 2. Neighborhood note. The small town of Lewes in East Sussex, England, has its own currency, the Lewes pound, that can be used in local shops. Huh. Interesting. You know, I guess, yeah. If you're, like a small country or whatever, I guess you could have your own form of currency outside of your nation's currency. Like for England, it's, like pounds. You pay in pounds and pence. But for Lewes in East Sussex, England, it's Lewes pound. I mean, granted, it's a pound, but it's a variation of it. Variation of currency. No, I wonder what that would look like if certain U.S. states had their own form of currency. Right? It's interesting to think about. Let's see. Well, I'm not so sure if California would have the time to make a new currency right now. They're busy dealing with the fires, the devastating fires. I mean, I guess if they did make a currency, they could make a real lit currency. Okay, yeah, no, that was okay. That was not a good joke. Okay, yeah, no, that. Sorry about that one. Yeah. That was my bad. If you didn't get why I'm all up in arms over it, real lit currency, get it? Yeah, you probably got it. Alright, let's move on to fact number 3. Steamy sausages. A Finnish sausage called makara is traditionally cooked over the hot stones in a sauna. So, you can use a sauna to cook sausages. I don't know why you would. 'Cause, I mean, that's where people go and get all sweaty and stuff. That's like, no, I've never been in a sauna. I can't really handle heat all that well. But, the hygienic questions that get brought into play. Because you're cooking sausages, finished sausages, in a sauna. I mean, granted, it's on the hot coals, but like, still though. I mean, I guess people don't mind. For the fact that that's a dish that's, eaten, I guess it tastes good to them. I guess there's weirder things that have been made by humans, for sure. But anyways, it's time to move on to fact number 4. Where someone's taken a royal wee. A public bathroom in Rothesay, Scotland displays a plaque with a coat of arms indicating which urinal was used by then Prince Charles when he visited. Wow. Why? Why was who? I was gonna say who even cares, but yeah, unfortunately, in today's society, there's at least one person who'd be all too happy to know which public toilet stall, or in this case a urinal, a certain celebrity used, because they're just like that. I mean, this is like, just, I can't even. Like, I mean, it's one thing when we're just out there being like, oh, such and such famous person was at such and such coffee shop today. And that's a whole nother thing. But it's like, this famous royal person used this such and such urinal when he visited this such and such place. Like, yeah. That's just crazy. Let's move on to fact number 5, before I lose any more brain cells. Good gracious. Then here we go with fact number 5. New name. Deano Wilson from Hampshire, England, legally changed his name to Fire Exit because he wanted to see his name in lights. I mean, that is a fast way to see your name in lights, I guess. I mean, it's not the most glamorous, but I mean, hey, whatever you gotta do is make yourself feel good about yourself, I guess. And whatever floats your boat. And if that, is having your name as Fire Exit, so every time you see a fire, you say, hey, my name is in lights. Hey, that's my name. Yeah, they put my name in lights. I'm not really famous. Yeah. It's not the weirdest name out there. It's not like naming your child after something you bought on Amazon or something. Right? Yeah. Alright, it's time to move on to fact number 6. Zombie virus. Scientists at A. Marseille University in France revived a zombie virus that had been trapped in permafrost in a frozen lake in Yakutia, Russia for 48,500 years. Why? Why would you? Oh, I mean, obviously they did it so they could study it. Like, right, a zombie virus that you revived. You're keeping it alive to study it. What happens when it accidentally breaks loose? Like, I don't even know what it does. But like, no. If you found it, you don't need to revive it. You could have kept it unrevived and studied it that way. I mean, if it gets out, it's either gonna not make it very far or do little damage and die out quickly, or it could infect a lot of people or something. Oh joy. Oh yippee. Wouldn't you know it? A whole new virus. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, it's not new, but they revived it. They have a virus that could be deadly. What could possibly go wrong? Right? Okay. Well, let's move on to fact number 7. Hopefully we're past people making weird decisions. I said before, there's weird, wild, interesting, crazy facts. And these last 3 were something. But here we are with fact number 7. Cosmic question. The James Webb Space Telescope is the largest and most powerful telescope ever launched into space. In June 2023, it captured something that really got people thinking. Images showed a strange shape in space that looked like a question mark. Scientists think it is likely the merger of 2 or more galaxies. Who knew punctuation could be so far out? Dang. You know, there is probably a conspiracy theorist or one of those types of people that like heard about what they found out there, like, the aliens have responded with a question mark? What are they trying to ask us? What are they questioning? What to respond with? What should we respond with? And I knew it. I knew there was aliens out there. People said I was crazy, but I was right. Take that. Alright, that is wild. So if there's a question mark in space, does that mean there's also a period, a comma, an exclamation point? Maybe a parentheses out there too? Maybe with some quotation marks in space. Well, it's time to move on to fact number 8. Good luck have fun. Relativity Space launched the world's first 3D printed rocket into space, called the Terran 1. The huge rocket was 85% 3D printed and towered 110 feet or 33 meters tall. It soared into the sky from Cape Canaveral, Florida, on March 22, 2023. The mission, nicknamed GLHF for Good Luck, Have Fun, proved to be a big step for space travel. During its journey, the rocket made it through a point called Max Q, where it was subjected to a large amount of pressure. This success shows that 3D printing can be used to make rockets, which might change how we explore space in the future. Dang, that's crazy. A 3D printed rocket. A life-size 3D printed rocket that made it to space. That is crazy. That is real crazy. I mean, that's just... yeah, that means we could potentially 3D print a rocket that could go outside of our galaxy. We are growing closer to intergalactic travel. Obviously for research, not for like the common person looking to vacation outside of this galaxy. We'd have to find habitable planets first before we, have it for common people travel use. But anyways, let's move on to fact number 9. Hand-picked. British artist Joe Black created a used portrait of David Bowie out of 8,610 guitar picks. The artwork measures 6.4 feet, or 2 meters tall, and took 6 weeks to finish. Sky Arts TV channel named David Bowie as Britain's most influential artist in the past 50 years, and asked Joe to make the mosaic. Each pick has a shape that symbolizes different arts Bowie impacted, such as music, film, and poetry. The portrait was given to a school in Bowie's old neighborhood, Brixton, to inspire future artists. Dang. That is wild. A whole painting made out of guitar picks. You put your mind to it, you could achieve just about anything. As I'm sure I've stated before. But it's true. It is true. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day. So, just like the people of Rome, it takes time and dedication. And believe you me, I know how it feels sometimes, right? You want to succeed at something, but it feels like it's just so hard. Like, can you even do it? But if you stick with it, eventually, you will succeed. You can do it. You just gotta believe in yourself. Then there are people who believe you. And even if it doesn't seem like there's anybody, I believe in you. I don't know what you're trying to succeed at, what you're doing, but I believe in you. And if that doesn't give you any hope or inspire you to keep going on, I don't know what will. But it's time for fact number 10. Dr. Deep Sea. University professor Dr. Joseph Dituri, aka Dr. Deep Sea, lived underwater for 100 days. He stayed at Jules Undersea Lodge in Key Largo, Florida. He lived in a small habitat 22 feet or 6.7 meters below the surface. Dr. Deturi wanted to see how the human mind and body handle being under extreme pressure for long periods. He ran experiments every day and shared his findings with students, all while submerged. Dr. Deturi's research will help scientists understand more about living in extreme places, such as the ocean and space. Dang, that is crazy. Lived 100 days in the ocean? That is wild, bruh. Man. That is... Man. To think. Someday we could potentially have a society in the ocean. Like, I mean, we're more likely to, travel out to space and find a new home that way rather than build a society that can live in the ocean. Right. I mean, I guess technically we build underwater shelters or whatever, like, if there was the possibility of, like, I don't know, a nuclear war was about to happen or something, and, we didn't, like, build a big enough bunker, we didn't have enough bunkers, right, or if it determined that it was just safer underwater for whatever reason, then yeah, I guess I could see the benefit of, like, an underwater society we could live in until the war dies down or whatever, right? Or, just build yourself a bunker, like, for the just in case. Don't build one out of panic just cause, it's just in case and you take that as something seriously bad is likely gonna happen, right? But it's good to have a bunker, I feel, because you gotta be prepared, right? Bunkers are for in the case of, like, in case there's, like, if we were to go into, like, a nuclear war, you need a bunker rated for, like, nuclear bombs. Because your basement is not going to protect you from a nuclear bomb. A tornado? Sure. But a bomb like that? No. So be prepared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Alright, well, anyways, that was 10 random facts you may or may not have known, but you know now. Was there any that you knew? If so, let me know down below. And hey, you have any additional information on these random facts you'd like to share that I didn't mention? Then hey, you can list that down below too. Now I'd like to hear what weird information you know. And if you liked it, then hit the like button. So that way the algorithm knows, hey, these people like it. I think I might give you some more in your recommendations. And give it to other people. And if you do want to see more, if you enjoy this and you want to hear more, because it really interests you, then subscribe. right? Subscribe so you can be notified when new transmissions are uploaded. I mean, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. If you want to be able to catch it as soon as it gets uploaded, then subscribe so you can be notified when it gets uploaded. And please, do recommend this to others so they can have a chance to see it and see if they like it. They can also, hear these interesting facts that you heard, right? So that way we can grow our crew, our space crew. Yeah, we're like a space crew, going on this journey together, learning weird and wild things, traveling amongst the stars to destinations unknown. Well, as always, I'm Space Pilot Mr. Cool Guy. And as I always say when it comes to the facts, to infinity and more facts.